Oh man, I'm fired up just from that new intro.
Woo!
I don't know what it was. Hopefully it was
It was an explosion. It was an explosion.
Drop a bomb on him, Flex. Man, good morning. Friday morning.
And Quentin is already on here saying fire.
Quentin, my man, fired up down in Virginia. I'll be in Virginia next week at this time. I'll be in Virginia Beach. Gonna be a good time. Family time, always much needed and necessary. You need to do it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not planning trips with your family, I encourage you to do it. Life is gonna pass you by, but that's not what we're fired up about today.
Nope.
We're fired up about a few things. I mean, we're gonna talk about FedCon. We're gonna talk about some of the things with that. We're in great talks right now for sponsorships with some amazing companies. We'll be releasing hopefully sponsorship stuff on the Connection Express page. Another opportunity for you to have your business and brand out there, networking.
I'm also going to be making Rich do individual videos to explain each sponsorship in depth.
Yes, I have to understand what the hell they mean. But no, we'll deliver. We want to deliver it really, concise and deliver it right to you so you understand. And we also, we have the fired. I mean, we talked about the fired up booth.
Yes.
That is, we're probably going to assemble that,
which we
show you exactly what we're talking about with the branding part of what this fired up booth is going to be and what it means to the people going in this fired up booth.
Yes,
it's going to be pretty cool. So, and then we're going to be releasing speakers very soon. I think we obviously already locked one down, but I think we need to lock this other one down before Labor Day.
Oh, actually, we need to do that today. We have to do some email responses.
Let's do that.
That's very important.
So because I would love to start making those announcements immediately after Labor Day when everyone's back in the office, back ready to rock for the rest of the year. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a few days after, long summer here. We're going to take a few days. Going to go down to Virginia Beach. Lisa, are you going anywhere, doing anything?
I am power washing the facade of my house so I can repaint it.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, that's necessary, and I'm sure that's therapeutic for you. I feel like that would be like you enjoy that.
I do. It's funny because I do like housework. I guess it's called housework. Or light labor before and after work. So in the mornings, for example, I was painting an exterior door before coming in here this week, doing one coat, and then I'd go home and do another coat.
Okay.
I had to put this door in, created a door frame for it for going out into our little patio. So yeah, doing home renovations is fun, especially when it takes up all of your time.
Yeah. All right, so that's your Labor Day weekend. You're gonna be doing some labor.
Literally.
There you go. So yeah, we're gonna come back. We're gonna take some days. We're gonna come back strong. But right now it's Friday. Let me know what you're fired up about. What do you got going on in your neck of the woods? There's a lot going on here in Jersey, as usual. Had a great Zoom meeting this morning. It's leading me to kind of talk about some of these things. The first thing on my mind, on my heart this morning, because of this Zoom meeting that occurred. And if they're watching, thank you for the inspiration. What was the first one? Brand. I just want to make sure I say it right. Was it brand recognition?
Cultivating relationships.
Sorry. Cultivating relationships. But that's really through digital was what I mean. So cultivating relationships through digital. This journey that started here, I don't know when it exactly. I think it started January 2018. I think not that long ago.
Okay.
Right. We started doing videos. 2019. We did a video a day.
Ooh.
That was the goal. I think we probably missed when we went back to look. We missed like 13 days.
Okay.
I don't think that's that bad.
It's really good.
So, and we didn't, we were even posted. We were even posted. I can't talk. We were even posting on the weekend. So we had videos scheduled that we set. So we were doing. I mean, I'm talking 13 days missed out of all the days. Not bad. And um, I feel like that was important to prove the consistency and what the consistency would actually mean for this journey. And it proved everything that we thought it would. People reaching out um, for various reasons, whether it's for business or just to say, hey, I really love what you're doing. Going to different conferences and shows and people coming up to me and going, hey, Rich. And I'm like, yes, you don't know me, but I know you. That started to occur, all these different things. It's opening doors. It opened doors for speaking engagements for the Sessa regionals, which I've recently mentioned. Um, it opened doors to speak at RIFMA. It's opened a door now. We're gonna go speaking. Me and Josh are by the way, me and Josh Zolan. Josh
He's
and
in the
I.
building.
Is Josh here?
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Josh Zolan in the building. We got a Zoom meeting later. We're gonna be going over some things for our talk at Cefesa. It's open doors for that. It's open doors for various manufacturer partnerships. It's opened the doors for various customer relations, big accounts. I'm talking chain accounts, and just as we continue to do, cultivating these relationships through the power of digital, letting people get to know who you are, being vulnerable. It's not easy. I mean, it's not easy to stand here in front of a camera, especially if you've never done it. If you go back and look at the videos and look at what I was doing when I first started, it's almost cringy for me to watch myself.
What's cringy about it? Like, what when you look back on that now, what makes you cringe the most?
Just the way I was like talking and maneuvering, it just didn't seem as natural.
Well, to that point, it's it's a lot easier to mimic things that you find successful online first,
Yeah.
and then develop your own confidence to be more of yourself.
Yeah.
I find that a lot. So if I look back at your old videos,
Hmm.
you were probably doing a lot of things that you admired from other YouTubers.
I did.
So,
I did.
but look at you now. You've developed the confidence to come up on a live stream every single day, and I'm lucky enough I get to sit behind the camera.
We're both lucky. We're both lucky to be here. This is yeah, and um, so when I look back into fast forwarding to now, like I said, it's not easy. Okay, if it's easy, everybody would do it. Everybody would have their channels and their live streams. But it's just the reality is it's not easy, and it's hard to take that first step. But I promise you that first step is going to be the first of a trillion steps to come. And what's on the other side of all that fear and all that questionable, am I going to waste my time? You might be wasting your time. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. You have to let the market decide. It's really not up to you. As long as you are delivering value, something that someone's going to get out of each one of your videos, whether it's funny, entertainment style, education, whatever it might be, you got to bring value to the table. And that's what we're talking about, like with this breakfast roundtable, as Taz dubbed it, the breakfast hash round table instead of hash round,
Yes.
which I love. There's got to be value in that. So when we sit down to discuss that, um, who's going to be participating? What are the topics going to be? How are we going to deliver value to the audience watching? And if we're delivering value daily, cultivating these relationships online begin to develop. And looking at my meeting this morning with a manufacturer that we're going to be looking to partner with, you know, communication is the most important. Understanding where we're coming from, it's never about a dictatorship. Like this is, I know I have my set numbers in my mind moving forward as that we know we need to operate without something that's sustainable, something I can live with here, and pay our technicians properly and be able to take that money in proper. So as long as we can come to that, it's not about hurting. And I think we have a very fair market price for warranty here in New Jersey that we offer. Um, and one of the things that struck me this morning about cultivating relationships, talking about that, this gentleman watches these fired ups, and I had no idea. and we're talking about, the relationship. He said, well, Rich, he said, we found you through your media. That's why we're talking today. That's how we came to find you. And this I think this is a really, really good opportunity, not just for Jacquard, as a manufacturer, choosing us as a certified Sofesa company, strong technicians, strong presence in the market. It's also a really good opportunity for us to be able to represent, um, this brand and the equipment that they have, an opportunity for sales, service, and everything all looped into one, which is something I'm really interested in as we evolve in the industry. So you're cultivating relationships, not even realizing it.
Yep.
Because you're putting it out every day. You're building these relationships with people. People think they know you, and guess what? They don't think they know me. They do know me. I mean, I would say this is me.
It is very much you.
It's me. I mean, this is who I am. I mean, I probably get a little bit less filtery when we get off the live. But I mean, listen, that's natural. That's life. I mean, we have to be respectful. We can't, um, you know, talk out of our out of turn here. Oh, we got comments coming. I'm not even paying attention.
Did, yes.
I apologize.
I wanted to say that. I just wanted to answer this question here. Is this on LinkedIn too, or just Facebook? That's Valerie. Valerie is on LinkedIn. I'm actually on LinkedIn right now because I like to see um, who's watching from there. It doesn't show me here on StreamYard. But yes, we are on LinkedIn,
YouTube,
Facebook
Facebook
group as well.
Facebook and the Facebook group. Yeah, we're on 4 places.
And going back to seeing yourself on camera, I know that feeling very well. I sound funny on videos.
You know what, Jesus? We just finished production, right?
Oh yeah, he's. I sent it to him.
Okay, so yeah, so we finished production on Jesus's. So Jesus and his company, Innovative One, is going to be the first in the Through Their Eye series. So I think you're going to get some really good insight to this, and watching you speak. I know it might be funny to you, and it's funny to me even to rewatch myself today. Like my voice, I'm like, oh my god, I sound like that. But we're our own worst critics. You came across perfectly. You were real. You brought us through your day, and I think it's going to be pretty inspirational to a lot of people as we kick this off with you. So, feel good about what you did, and feel free to do more of that in your own day to day. I'm sure people would love to see it.
Let me throw a wrench in this topic, actually.
Wrench it up.
You know how one day you showed me a video that you filmed of yourself, and you were like, "This doesn't look like me," and it was because it was flipped. It was backwards, and I was telling you, Rich, that's how people see you, though. Because there's this whole TikTok trend right now going on where it's a face reverse filter, and that's actually how people see you. So basically, what I'm trying to get at is you might see yourself as one way, but other people are probably seeing you in a very much more positive light than you think. Because you say, "Oh, I don't look like that." No, you don't look like that. But everybody else sees you that way, and it's great.
Yeah. Okay.
Same with how you hear yourself. You don't hear yourself the same way that other people hear you.
Feel so high and whiny.
I mean, we're also very very Jersey.
That's true. We are. And my girlfriend over here, Jenny, always reminds me of it when I'm doing, like, I'll be out talking, or if we're out
talking. You're out talking.
If I'm out talking at a restaurant and I'm like doing this, I'm like, maybe the bartender comes up. He's like, "What are you gonna have?" Like, you know what? I think I'm probably just gonna have a glass of Pinot Grigio. What are you gonna? And she's like, "Do you see yourself?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, Grigio. I'm like, no, I don't see it, hear it, or feel it. I just talk.
I'm gonna put you on a spot right here again, Rich.
Oh boy.
I just want to let everybody know that you and I were having lunch one day, and you actually asked the waitress how the restaurant's hot dogs were.
I did. I wanted a hot dog.
I look at him and I said, "Rich, it's a hot dog."
Yeah, I thought about it after.
At a diner. If you guys have ever ordered a hot dog at a diner, please let me know, because that is the strangest thing.
You know what? I've never seen a hot dog on a menu. Like this was an interesting kind of place, though. It wasn't just like a diner. It was something. It was like a mixture of stuff. I don't know, but I saw this and I'm like, you know what? I think I don't want nothing crazy. I just wanted like one little hot dog. So I was like, hey, how's your hot dog? And the waitress, I know in her head, was like, It's a
Bruh.
hot dog.
Bruh.
How do you think it is?
Bruh.
So, truth be told, it was a hot dog.
It tastes like a hot dog, right?
It wasn't the best hot dog I ever had, I can tell you that. I'd rather have a Sabrett all day or a Nathan's.
Nathan's.
Nathan's
Nathan's
is
is
good,
pretty
man.
good. All right, so let's
Okay.
talk about that brand recognition. Let's go back to the actual subjects.
So, cultivating relationships. What else was it?
Brand recognition.
Was it?
Yeah. You don't trust me?
I don't know. I trust you. I'm so all over the place here. Okay, so yeah. So anyway, cultivating relationships, ladies and gentlemen, back on track here on this Freak Out Friday. Um, brand recognition, and I posted this in the group a little earlier about brand and how it's your reputation. And I did a poll on LinkedIn, I think, talking about that. I should revert back to that and bring it to the group so people could see a lot of the comments that people made on this, because this actually turned into a pretty decent conversation.
Oh yes, I remember that. That was like a week ago.
Yeah, something like that. On the Fed group on LinkedIn. If you're not following LinkedIn, we do put some different things over there. So go check us out on LinkedIn, the Fed group. But anyway, brand is an interesting thing. So so many people, I read a lot of these things in the marketing world. I'm very intrigued by marketing, and a lot of people might say, oh, brand is a logo, and a logo. Brand is your reputation. That's the bottom line. It's what someone thinks of you at the end of the day. I mean, when you think of brand, that's what it is. If I look at a logo, fine, I see a Nike logo, and what is that to me? It's just a logo. Like, I recognize it. It's a national, international brand, but at the end of the day, what does that Nike logo actually mean to me? Um, you know, I think of Air Force Ones. I think of classic.
I'm not wearing them today. You just
No. What is the logo thing? For us, like Malachi, like, I want people to think Malachi cares when they look at our logo, and I want them to think of Rich Malachi, and I want them to think of family business, and I want them to think of these things. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking at myself, Rich Malachi, as a brand, Lisa Z is a brand.
Yes.
You're a brand. We're branding ourselves daily. We're constantly selling ourselves to the world. I'm selling myself right now, while I do these lives. We are all selling ourselves every day, and when we're talk about the cultivating relationships, talk about the consistency and coming on lives and doing videos and being a thought leader and providing posts and educational posts and blog writing and all these different things that come together to make you who you are. Um, that's what the brand is all about. That's what building a brand is all about. And we have the opportunity today to showcase it more than ever through our media channels. And that's really the important thing that I'm trying to drive here as we move to FedCon, and we moved to talking about the power of digital and how it opens up doors and opportunities you never knew that it existed before. And I'm repetitive on a lot of this stuff because I need to keep driving it home. That's the message. So branding, I mean, it's probably not something this industry really cared about for a long time.
Yeah.
Because even back in the day, like my dad, we'd sit here and I'm like, man, we look at all these marketing things. Like, we don't have ads running, we don't do there's no commercials, there's no nothing in this industry, right? There's none of that in this industry. There never was. And my dad's like, Rich, we have built-in marketing. The manufacturers, if these people call the manufacturer in New Jersey, they send them right to me. They already know the manufacturer. They have the equipment in their kitchens. They have a problem. That was the marketing. So that was the way of thinking here. And I don't know if anybody else, that's been at this for a while, had the same kind of experience. We would run ads in Total Food. We would do that, but that's kind of where it would end. And yeah, I mean, that was really it. There was no, and back in the day, there was no Facebook. We weren't doing Facebook in 99, 2000, 2000. I mean, it came in 04, but who paid attention to it in 04?
College students.
Right. So I don't think we started paying attention to Facebook in this building until like 2011, honestly. And even then, I don't think anyone wrapped their heads around what social media actually was going to be,
Yeah.
or what it actually is. And it was so much more than just posting a picture of your dinner. It's much more than that. And so I think the industry probably has these still has these thoughts that marketing. What the hell? I listen. I'm busy as hell. I don't need to market.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you peel back all the stuff that you do and you're busy and you got this and you got that, you still need technicians. You still want to add sales teams and build and bring good people into the business. You still want to grow your company. You still want to partner with different people and manufacturers. How is anyone going to know who you are? People call me all the time and go, Rich, how do I partner with a manufacturer? I'm like, do they know who you are? Well, no. So change it. How do I, but how? And I give people advice and then I watch. If you think I don't, when you call me and you ask me for advice, if you think I don't check your social media weeks and weeks and weeks ahead, I do. And I see you doing nothing. And then you're going to call me and go, man, I really wanted to work with them, but they just partnered with the guy down the block. Well, the guy down the block was probably doing the things I told you to do. And I'm going to give you another little rundown. If you want to partner with manufacturers, customers, first of all, you better go talk to the reps in your area. Go bring them a big old box of donuts, some swag, and go have a 20-minute meeting on a Monday morning, Tuesday morning, have a cup of coffee and say, hey, here's who I am. Here's what I do. You probably got, service companies you work with, but guess what? I'm a really good service company. I'm a really good person. I really care about people. I really care about the customer. I really want to build this business, and I'd love to partner with you. Here's some of my stuff. Make it memorable. And then go do a video about it.
I was just going to say, guess what else would help with that? Being online and doing videos about it.
And then go do a video. Go do a video about, hey guys, just met with XYZ rep. We're really getting ourselves out there. We're putting ourselves out there for our team, for our customers. We want to be your partner, blah, 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 and start tagging people and start showing people what you're doing. If you think that that's not going to make it happen for you, well, then we're probably not. We're probably in the wrong building, in the wrong atmosphere, in the wrong ballpark. Good luck to you. But I'm telling you, it's real and it's happening right now. And there's no better time to start than right now to start that branding and cultivating those relationships.
Another thing I think I wanted to touch on is that, let's just say you're an individual that wants to put themselves out there more in the industry, but you don't necessarily want to put things on your personal Facebook, your LinkedIn, let's say. I'm not sure why, but or your Instagram. That's what the Fed group is for. That's what our Facebook group is for. Mm-hmm. So that is always one of the best places to start, and it'll be an even better place to do so once we have our membership live, because we are working on creating our own little Fed group platform within the fedgroup.com. And that's going to help you guys tremendously.
Absolutely. Tremendously.
I stole your word.
Tremendously. And it's just the truth. Go over to the Fed group. Go to Fed Nation. Google it. Go to Facebook, type in food equipment, digital disruptors, type in the Fed group, go to facebook.com/group/FedConf. Do whatever you got to do. Get there. It's a growing community. We're adding people every single day. And it's your safe zone.
It is. I think that's a great way to put it. Maybe we have to start marketing it that way.
Yeah, this is the industry safe zone. No one's gonna, we call it the connection engine. It's a melting pot, and there's things happening. And I don't know the dynamic of what happened with Terry Kelly and Jesus Feliciano, but they are now doing business. And that might not have happened if Terry and Jesus weren't in that group talking so much and posting videos and interacting, because Terry and Jesus are two of the most active guys in the group. Business is being done.
Yep.
Because video and digital is connecting us. I feel like I know Jesus. I've gotten to know him this year because he's posting, and I feel like I'm getting to know him and getting to know his personality. This is the real deal. What do we got?
Oh, sorry, I took it down. Josh says a platform within a platform sounds exclusive. I want in.
It is a platform within a platform. It's the inception.
No, it's not. It's just never mind.
Well, no. Listen, Fed membership is coming. It's going to be our own online community. That's going to have a lot of different things that come with it, from educational stuff. There's definitely going to be some exclusive events that if you're not part of the Fed membership, you don't get invited. There'll be masterminds and things of that nature that if you're not part of it, you just don't get in. And then there'll be different things, live events, that everyone could have the opportunity to be part of, even if you're not in the Fed membership. We'll still continue to do the free stuff and you know stuff that's in the Facebook group. I mean, that's not going to go away.
Yeah.
But there'll be stuff you'll be missing out on if you're not part of that membership, and it's going to be complete with message board. It's going to be like, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a community style platform, to really bring people together in an amazing way and help you market and build your network, in a very unique way. So it's coming, folks. What's Jason saying?
So, as a service provider partnering with a manufacturer certification, valuable or not?
Okay, so Jason, yes, I know I was going to touch on this with you with this. So I want to try to understand, and forgive me if I'm misunderstanding. Um, Service providers partnering with a manufacturer, manufacturer certification, valuable or no? Um, so yeah, I mean, I think being a certified, having technicians be certified in the equipment and trained on, if that's what we're talking about, um, I think that's super valuable. Our technicians want to be in the know. They don't like going, especially with new equipment rollouts. They don't like getting to site and saying, "Rich, we never had training on this. What's going? What the hell? Oh, it's a new rollout. There's no training yet. Whatever it might be." They want to be in the know. Technicians want to be in the know. They want information. They absorb it like sponges. And especially the guys that have been doing this for 10 years or more, they have all this background knowledge, and they start putting all these pieces of the puzzle together when they see this new stuff and they're like, oh, okay, because they have the basic stuff down. So they want to be in the know. They want to get certified and trained and all that stuff. I don't know if that's exactly what we're talking about. So there's massive value in the training aspect of us being certified to work on the equipment. That's 100%. Um, being factory authorized. I mean, it's something that a service provider loves to have, for different reasons today. One of the reasons I say for me that's big is being factory authorized for a lot of the brands, for the majority of all the brands that we are now, is for our customers. For our customers, when I have chain accounts, one of the first things that they'll say is like, "Rich, are you authorized for XYZ?" And I'm like, "We're authorized for all of them except that." They're like, "Oh, all right. What do we got to do to get you authorized for that, so we don't have to bring anybody else in?" So there's importance in the factory authorized. Okay, sorry.
No, I just wanted to bring in a point that Quentin makes. Sometimes senior techs can bring training to the manufacturer trainings too.
Sometimes senior techs can bring training.
Meaning
Yes,
knowledge, insight.
exactly. Yes, and that's the truth. When you get these guys in the room, this guy's been there doing it for 20. All of a sudden, you got 150 years of experience.
Yep.
Collectively between all these guys. You could really start opening the doors to other things. So that's a definite truth on that spectrum.
I'm sure we could go a little bit more in depth into that question.
Yeah, Jason, let me know if I hit on that for you. Um, but there's tremendous value in the partnerships that we have. That's why we are talking. If we didn't care, like Dan Deibler and all and my whole Sufficient network, if we didn't care, we wouldn't talk about it. We want change, because we want this to continue to be sustainable and be able to work with the manufacturers going forward. I have really good relationships with a lot of these manufacturers and reps and everything like that. I think I do anyway. And it's about communication. There's a rollout going down here in New Jersey, on some ovens, and truth be told, I saw the pricing of this flat fee, and I just I want to get away from these flat fees, and I think the whole industry wants to get away from them. I want to just go out and quote you and give you a price like I would a regular customer. That's what I want to do. I want to go do the site survey. I want to go say, listen, it's going to be 3,200 for this. I don't want you to tell me, oh well, we're only going to do 1,800 flat. It's just these are the things that need to change. The world's changed. Everything's evolved. Everything's skyrocket high prices, all this stuff, and we're still operating the same way. So, but I will say this: that some amazing manufacturers we work with are all very understanding. All we got to do is talk about it, and that's what it should be. Because I'm not trying to hurt you either. I just don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to keep losing. I don't want to be the loser here. You're selling the equipment. The reps getting money. The dealers getting money. The manufacturers getting their money. They're all profiting. And then here comes the service guy to take the $500 hit. because it's a flat fee. That's what I want to get away from. So we talk about these things because we care. And we just want to get to the point where it's fair market price for us to make a little money too. Because truth be told, we're in business. And if we're losing, what happens when we're not here anymore and you don't have us?
True.
If I'm out of business, I can't help anybody.
That's true. What do you
Like Roger Smeltzer said that the other day. So yeah, I mean, let me know. Let me know if I'm hitting on any of these things for you, Jason. Happy to go in depth on more stuff. Just let me know. Give my thoughts and opinion on it. Um,
Bring other service companies on as well to talk about the same subject.
and this maybe this is the breakfast hash round table. Maybe this is the discussion.
That's true. That could be the discussion that we would like to
bring awesome.
to the table.
Yeah. So this could be the breakfast hash round table. This maybe we pick 3 hot topics and being, what's the importance of being a factory authorized certified company in 2021 and beyond. Maybe that's topic number 1.
I like it.
And then we'll figure out a couple more from there. And Jason, if you want to jump on that panel and on that breakfast, we'd love to have you. Or if you want to recommend someone from your company, if not you, up to you. I don't know how you want to work that. That would be great. And we'll we're going to talk. I'll talk with Taz and Josh behind the scenes, and we'll see. I know Aaron Irvin is going to be on that breakfast. So we'll have a couple of different things, and we'll be recording it. I don't think we do it live.
No.
I think we put together a really cool, interesting way to broadcast it to the people.
Yes.
And then we broadcast it at like 8 a.m. or maybe 10 a.m. Eastern. So the West Coast is up a little bit, and we could all have breakfast while we watch this.
Yes, and have a live discussion.
And then have a live discussion.
Boom.
So.
And
then the last thing I was going to talk about before.
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring up.
Oh, sorry.
What does it mean to you to be a CEO?
So I thought I'm talking about this because I saw a conversation with Gary Vee the other day, and he was talking with, I believe it was the former CEO of Home Depot, I think.
Okay.
And they were talking about what it means to be a CEO. And being a CEO, I think they were talking a little bit about this, and I might be a little, not exact with the words, but it's about making decisions. CEOs are making decisions all day that affect the entire company. And they have to be quick with these decisions sometimes. And they have to acknowledge when these decisions are wrong and be fast to rectify that decision and make a new decision. It's all about decisions. And when I heard that, I'm saying to myself, because I'm sitting here in a small business, of course, whatever the title may be, CEO, president, whatever, I don't know, operate, whatever it might be. I'm sitting here saying to myself, my role now has changed drastically. And I think I've touched on this a little bit once before, but what the hell? When I got out of that service manager seat some years ago, I had a hard time figuring out my place here. I didn't know what to do. I was in the day-to-day. I was moving techs. I was ordering parts. We're quoting things. I was involved in a little bit of everything up there, as a service manager normally is. There, I'm doing the billing. I'm making sure that everything's being done proper. And now all of a sudden, people are in place, and I'm kind of sitting there like, okay, do I answer the phone? Do I take a service call? Like, what am I supposed to do? And it's taken me years to get to the point here where I actually feel comfortable again in my skin, to feel like I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing for the company and making decisions. I have made a lot of decisions. When I heard this, I'm like, damn, you know what? When I look back, I made a lot of decisions, especially over the last 2 years since pandemic hit, for us to get to this point. I had to make hard decisions when the pandemic hit. I had to furlough people. I had to let people go. We had to let people know, like, listen, we're gonna. And then I had to make decisions like, okay, I'm gonna make a decision to put a letter out every week, let everybody know what's going on. I mean, some small decisions, some big decisions. Then I had to put a plan in place to get people back by mid-June. And I'm starting to make all these decisions, and I'm doing Zooms and one-on-ones with all these guys and letting them know what's going on. And here's the date that we're planning for you to come back. Here's the date we're planning for you to come back. And we have to keep going and making all these decisions. And then making decisions on customers that we're going to, continue to service, because it's like, okay, we're getting kind of to the point where we're chain driven, we're supermarket driven, we're all these different things. And it's not that we don't care about, the mom and pops or the smaller restaurants, because we do, and we're there for them. but we have to make decisions on what key accounts are going to be and how we're going to move and how we're going to continue to care for people properly. There's just so many decisions being made every day, and I think that is, when you look at a CEO and you look at it from that angle, that's what I'm doing a lot of the day. And I'm figuring things out, and I'm cultivating relationships. I'm staying in touch with people. I'm calling people, I'm emailing people, I'm texting people. I'm looking to grow the company. I'm making decisions to go and sell more equipment than we normally do. There's a lot of things that could come back to bite me. But I'm making these decisions, and right, wrong, or indifferent, I'll find that out after I make them.
Yeah.
So that's a big piece of it. Another big piece of what a CEO is, I think, is looking at everything from the top. If I'm, the guy at the top, everything's my father would say, the fish stinks from the head, kid. Everything starts at the top, but it maybe so. But and this is my way of thinking, the technicians and those people that are out in the field are the ones that are closest to the customer every day. I have to be paying attention to those guys and staying in touch with them. Now I have a community number that I have, um, usually going across the bottom of the screen. And no, you don't have to do it. I'm just saying. No, I don't care. I'm just saying but that community number is also not just for Fed, but it's also for Maliki. I don't even know if you know that. I think you do.
Yeah, I do.
So I send messages out to these guys every week. One click goes, lets them know what some stuff that's going on. I might give them some quotes, some pep talk stuff, different things. Try to make phone calls to these guys, try to stay in touch with them as much as possible. And, right now it's just so busy. And I'm like, you know what? Right now, I just want this summer. I want them to be focused on stuff. I don't want to get in their way. We're not going to have any meetings. Let these guys work. We're going to get people assembled in the fall, and then we'll have our big Christmas party. But staying closest to the people that are closest to the customer is so important. And as we grow, I know that's going to get harder, because if you have 18 guys, 19, 25, 30, it's going to get harder and harder to meet with these people and see these people. But technology is going to keep that moving for me. We're going to get to see each other on our phones when we can't get in person. So it's really there's a lot of different, we talk about gears and businesses being live. This is a living organism, and it needs care. It needs care throughout it. And that's another piece of what I try to do here. And I know I'm not perfect at it. It's not about being perfect. It's just about trying to do your best every day, move that needle. And, you know, whether I whether I win or lose, that's up for debate in about 20 or 30 years. We'll see what happens. But yeah.
Quentin,
Quentin.
he says, rule number one for CEO of large public company, have a golden parachute. Rule number one for a small private company CEO, make sure your people have golden parachutes.
I like that.
I need clarification.
I need clarification too, but I like it.
Quentin, what do you mean by that? Like, what would a golden parachute be? An example, I guess. I need an example.
Yeah. So I mean, and listen, this what a CEO, like the top of the company, whoever's making the decisions and running, that's the conversation. There's so much more to talk about on this, and this could be a breakfast hash round table for leaders coming up in the game, and I'm trying to understand their roles. I mean, and it doesn't have to stop at CEO. It could be about service managers. What is a service manager supposed to be doing every day? What does that job really look like? We could get really in depth to help people understand what it really looks like from people that have done it and done it successfully.
Taz says it's an escape plan. So I'm wondering though, what type of escape plan does
Alcatraz?
Why Alcatraz?
I don't know. I saw the escape plan and I think of Clint Eastwood. um, but yeah, I mean, listen. How long are we going here, Ray? My God, we're almost doing this 40 minutes, Lisa.
You always have so much to talk about.
I can't stop talking.
You want to stop now? We'll just cut it. Cold turkey. Goodbye. No.
All right, see you later. No, so listen, I appreciate everybody sticking here with me. These are just some things on my mind, on my heart. I try to keep things as interesting as possible, keep you guys entertained. And again, listen, these are my thoughts and opinions. And maybe these thoughts and opinions might change next year. I don't know. I might make a new decision to change my mind on things. So who knows?
So Quentin says, in the sense that you provide great things for your folks more than for yourself.
And I would have to agree that is absolutely me to my core. I don't know if anybody would agree with that, but I want the people here to win so bad. I want them to have things. I want them to have a good work life balance. If they need time, I need them to take time. If they need a vacation, I need them to take a vacation. All these different things, from salaries to bonuses to everything you could think of under the sun. Um, I want to bring that here in the worst way. And as we're growing, it's going to make that more. It's going to make that more possible. We do a lot as a small business, I think, already, uh, and 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 we're able to do that, I think, because of the hard work the men and women put in here. Because it keeps us as a high profit Cefesa company, a profitable company.
I have a feeling that this hash round table breakfast situation is going to be an ongoing series because we have a lot of topics to cover here. So
We do.
Taz says people that cross over successfully to different roles in the industry.
Oh man, so we have to look, and I love that, and we have to find the people that have done that. That's so this could absolutely be a monthly breakfast hash round table thing.
I think it has to be now.
So let's set our sights. Let's not be over zealous here and do more than we can. Let's look to put one together. Let's say by the end of September,
Okay.
we get a hash round table filmed, done, and can release it for the fourth quarter of October. So what's the first topic going to be? I mean, we could put a poll in the Fed group.
Okay.
To see what the topic should be. So I'll get with Taz and Josh. Lisa, we'll talk about it here. We'll put and once we get some of this stuff down, we'll lock things in. We'll be in touch. So go to the Fed group on Facebook, Food Equipment Digital Disruptors, Fed Nation on Facebook. Get there, join now. If you're not there, we're going to put a poll in the group. We're going to find out what the first breakfast hash round table is going to be, and we're going to
the name of it.
And we're gonna hash it all out.
Is that the name of it for real?
I like it.
Breakfast hash.
It's not hash
round.
browns. It's breakfast. You ever had breakfast hash browns?
I like the ones from Dunkin' Donuts, the little small ones.
I think they're okay.
Those are so good.
They're all right. the ones that Burger King makes a good little hash brown like that.
Okay, all right.
Dip it in the syrup.
Syrup.
Yeah.
So I didn't bring this in before because you were really into the topic, but Quentin did ask, do you allow ketchup with hash rounds?
And Hell yeah.
Taz says ketchup goes on everything.
Ketchup goes on everything. Yes, of course. I was syrup. I like to put the hash brown in the ketchup and then in the syrup.
That's wild.
I'm not gonna say try it.
That someone who orders a hot dog at a diner would do that.
I'm not gonna say try it. Get yourself some scrambled eggs, a little bit of hash brown, a little bit of sausage, fork it, dip it in some ketchup, dip it in some syrup, and go down. Go to Flavor Town. Guy Fieri.
So I'm gonna move on from the hash brown talk, but hash browns are like tater tots and hash browns in a golden combination.
Yeah, they are.
We should just start making this and sell it at the Fed store.
What?
We're gonna start a grocery store.
We should.
A convenience store for the skilled trades.
Well, we already talked about the one thing that we were gonna do.
Yes.
So we can't say too much.
But the convenience store, a convenience store specifically for skilled trades.
What would be in that store?
Hash rounds.
That's it.
Fed rounds.
That's it. Fed rounds.
Yeah, why not? Lunch, sandwiches.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we're getting way out of control here on a Friday.
It's been a long
week.
CEO equals be a leader, be empathetic, be kind. That's simple.
100%. 100%, Jason.
And
I do try to be those things every day. I really, really do. It's not always easy, but I definitely try my hardest.
So because we didn't talk about FedCon, but we are going to wrap this up, yeah. I just want to let people know that if you do join Rich's text community, I just put it up, 201-485-5159. There is a secret link. It's not on fedcon.com that gets you an early bird Fed conference discount.
Yep. Oh yeah. Only one person that has bought a ticket has taken advantage of that so far. Yeah. So let's do it. Let's sell some tickets. Get your ticket to FedCon. We are going to have an amazing 3 days in the desert out in Scottsdale. The Valencia lawn, kicking up the opening reception, fired up lives. Me, Josh, Taz, going to get you all fired up for the conference. The DeLorean is going to be on site. Be ready to take plenty of pictures. We got the Fed carpet out. We're going to have music pumping, drinks flowing, food being delivered to your face.
I hope not.
And it's going to be it's going to get you ready for the next 2 days, for the Connection Express area to go network. It's going to get you ready for the inspirational keynotes we're bringing, for the workshops, for the panels. And it's going to be, we're going to be talking about digital marketing, digital branding. We're also going to be promoting the trades at the same time, while we talk about industry pain points and things that we want to solve and create solutions that we could can have actions on and go home and back to our offices and make these things happen, executable items. So you're not going to want to miss it. You're going to have FOMO if you're not there. Listen, sponsorships are open. Tickets are on sale. We're 8 months away, but the road to FedCon starts right now. Friday. Go get it.
I had to do air horns and explosions for that one.
That's it. So I think that's it for this week, Lisa. It's been a week. Plenty left to go and do right now. So I'm going to go do those things.
Please.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you won't be, stalking me in the office here today.
When I get the projector that I just ordered, I'll be bothering you.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't even know that. So Friday, listen, go into the weekend. Summer's winding down, so enjoy what's left of summer, and take some time for yourself. Make sure you clear that mind so you can keep things moving for you, your team, your family, and all good things ahead. I know the world is crazy right now. I know it's crazy. It's a little scary, honestly, to watch. Try not to watch too much. I'm not saying don't be in the know, but try not to watch too much, because I think it could affect you throughout the day. Focus on some more positive stuff, and listen, if you ever need anything at all, we're here. So reach out. Happy to chat. And that's it. Have a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you next week.